Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Making sure this is all working, fellas. Who's out? Who's with me? We're getting started in about 10 minutes or so. It's looking like everything's working out. What's up, KMK TV, Cottonmouth Kings TV? Roxy W says it sounds good. Everyone go check out Cottonmouth Kings TV. From what I believe, that's the official channel for the boys out there. Cottonmouth Kings TV. I took down the version of 25 to Life I had on my channel since I saw you uploaded it. So, I only had it out there so everyone could hear it on the premiere. I didn't even realize it was still up. Yeah, we're gonna be getting going here in a bit. I mean, a lot of you guys been asking me to do more interviews and stuff. Like, I know it all kind of started with Chucky, and then from there we went had a chat with the man himself, the legend Kevin Zinger, and then recently I chatted with D-Loke, which is pretty sweet. I've been trying to get a lot more stuff going. I know people keep hitting me up for different interviews and whatnot. So I personally wanted to hit up Stacc. I've been wanting to talk to Stacc ever since he got, signed pretty much. But ever since I saw him on the Underground Alliance tour, I thought his whole approach was pretty interesting. And back then I just, there wasn't as much, I wasn't as familiar with him, put it that way. And so now having to familiarize myself a little bit, I'm pretty anxious to talk to the guy about a lot of different stuff. We have some pretty crazy shit across the board that I know I want to get to. Give me 1 second, fellas. Okay. So you think everything? Okay, everything seems to be sounding good. Okay. Yeah. So looks like everything's going pretty smooth right now. If you watch the channel, every time I stream, I always seem to have issues as far as internet and whatnot. I live out in South Texas, out in the country, so it's a little difficult sometimes, man. I tell you what. So yeah, we're just gonna stick it out. We'll have Stacc calling in here in a bit. I listen to music and whatnot, but I've been finding lately that a lot of the tunes that we've been throwing on have been getting me some strikes, and they didn't used to. So I have to figure out that whole thing. But if you're watching, be sure to hit that like. Come on, hit that like. And give it a share. Share this around. I do believe that this is going to be uploaded later on the Subnoize and Stacc Styles pages. So I'm sure that'll all take place. I'm hoping I can still get away with some clips or whatnot. But really, I mean, I'm doing all this just because you guys have been asking me to, and so I'm making sure it happens. Now we have some more interviews coming up. If you want to hear what those are, you're going to have to stick around. Roxy W, hey, thanks. That means more than people know, man. I appreciate you watching, seriously. And my channel's a bit of a mix of different types of music, different types of movies and shit. So you can really get lost in it, especially that backlog. There's some crazy stuff back there. The channel's been going on for a while now, and it's going through many different fluctuations pretty much constantly. All right, so it looks like we have some people jumping on already. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you're smoking on. Let me you know how it goes. I don't need to tell y'all. So, and also what I would like to know is, of course, if you have any questions that you want to get to Stacc, go ahead and throw them down there. If I see them and remember, I'll be sure to ask them. But I also want to know what you guys think about the latest track from Stacc Styles. I believe it was his first single, and that one, "Leave with a King," was like, I mean, it was the first time since the Underground Alliance, little run that they did that we saw Richter, man. I was stoked for that, and I love Richter's verse in there, man. He rhymes dishes with stupid bitches. I fucking love it. Cottonmouth Kings TV. Staunch is the homie. Likewise, I'm sad that I missed KMK in San Antonio. It was y'all's first Texas show in forever, and I wasn't able to make it. I understand it was just like kind of short notice for everybody. I mean, so I get it. Of course, you're gonna jump on a show with ICP, right? If you get the chance to. I'm bummed that I wasn't able to make that one, but hey, guys, the next Texas show for sure, I am there for sure. Um, Sacramento, California. I miss California, man. Gummies is on the plate. Nice. I miss California so much. I've been planning a trip up there. I want to go back, but I kind of want to make it worth the while, So like, I've been wanting to get in touch with Kevin Zinger again. Try to maybe go out there whenever they got something going on. There's like a video shoot or something I can go to hang out on. I would love to see something like that. Just get a little deeper in, to the Subnoise stuff would be sweet. It would make the trip all worthwhile. And I'm trying to corroborate a trip around the whiskey show. I think Cottonmouth Kings are booked at a show at the whiskey, and so I'm gonna try to make that one. That would be sweet. I miss that whole place, man. And of course, when I head out there, I always meet up with Lou Dog. I haven't talked to Lou in a good while, man. So I would like to go catch up with all these fools. And I miss that weed up there. Good God. Cody Carnage says, "What up? What up, Cody Carnage? Are you a professional wrestler or something?" I hear Sting is having his last match, or he just had his last match, and I was like, "What the hell?" I thought he had his last match like a long time ago, but apparently that happened tonight. Okay, one sec. All right. Okay, guys, so we should be getting going. My fingers are crossed that nothing's gonna screw up. Something always goes wrong, right? Shit. But we'll see. Let me. Oh, nice. I appreciate some of you dudes hitting me up, and we will be having a little mini giveaway somewhere during this interview. So if you want to hit that up, you're gonna have to stick around. Okay, looks like we got it going. One second, fellas.
Yo.
Hey, what up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I meant to mute and everything, but I'm having a little issues with that. So we're live now, my man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. No worries. No worries.
Yeah, it's a little crazy out here, man. You're out in Arizona right now?
No. I'm up in northern New Mexico, like probably about an hour from the Colorado border.
Oh, no shit. Nice.
Yeah, so I'm up
Nice.
here. I'm up here now. Like I still go down to AZ from time to time. I there's a place I record down there.
Oh, nice.
Ingle Studios and downtown Tucson. Um, but I only pop in there from time to time. I actually have been doing most of my recording in Costa Mesa and Santa Ana with Pinnacle Sound Studios and Voodoo Child Studios. I've been doing stuff with Neutron and LD from Sublime with Rome.
Oh, no shit. Nice. Well, that's cool, man. Damn, I had no idea about
Yeah,
any of
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they
um,
they actually it was LD from Sublime with Rome. He was their DJ. I'm not sure if he's DJing now because like there's a lot of things like a lot of changes happening in Sublime right now.
yeah.
But uh, LD produced like a good chunk majority of my new album, Live Your Best Life. He like did a lot of the beats. Um, and then we recorded at, I think we recorded at Pinnacle Sound. We recorded at his studio, but Neutron recorded it, and then LD mixed and mastered it.
No shit. Yeah, that's tight, man. That's crazy. All you dudes are like coming out with new music with like these classic OG producers and shit. It's very exciting. Like I can't wait to hear all this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. No, I'm super stoked for like "Leave with the King" was just the first single, and we got a new single coming out. I'm gonna drop a little some little hints tomorrow on Monday, and then I believe the pre-save and the reveal for like the new track and everything is day after tomorrow.
Nice. You heard it here, folks.
So
Stay tuned tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. So tomorrow, yeah, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna have a little something, and then
Hell yeah.
I believe everything like yeah drops on Tuesday. But "Leave with the King" was the first single off the record, and then this will be the second. Um, so yeah, it's just and it's really awesome, man, because I recorded the whole album out there in LA, and it was just a super cool experience. Had Swamp come through. Swamp did a bunch of scratches on the record.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, man, we're definitely going to
Yeah.
get into all of that shit. Like, I have a few swamp questions myself. But first off,
Yeah,
man, thanks
cool,
for
man.
doing this shit, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
know it's a little, on the line. We're kind of just throwing it together. I know we were supposed to be doing this, I believe, on the Sub Noise page at one point, and it's kind of bouncing around. So I appreciate you jumping on my little platform here, and just doing the audio only
yeah,
thing. And
yeah.
shout out to
No problem.
yeah, hell yeah! Shout out to
Go ahead.
James and Kevin Zinger and all the boys out there, straight up, for trying
Oh
to
hell
help
yeah,
out
dude.
here.
No, for
James,
sure, man.
James is a cool dude. He sent me something, like a little thing to maybe read. I told him I was just gonna read it out loud because I really liked it. So if you don't mind, if I read through this thing he sent me, um, let's see here. There's a lot of information here, man. That I was like, holy shit! I didn't know Stack rolled like that, man. So just so everyone's on the level here, let me read this to everyone here.
Okay, cool.
Stack Styles ties to Suburban Noise Records and SRH trace back to the early 2000s during the era of attending Cottonmouth King shows. The pivotal moment occurred in 2005 when Stack struck up a friendship with Suburban Noise alumni Mower while on tour in Arizona. This connection led Stack to join the band's road crew. Over the next couple of tours, Stack was introduced to the extended Subnoise family. Johnny Richter, Big B, D-Lope, Judge D, Dirtball, Chucky Chuck, and others became part of Stack's growing network. The relationship evolved beyond camaraderie into a creative collaboration when Stack Styles teamed up with Chucky Chuck on several musical projects. This collaboration caught the attention of Daddy X from Cottonmouth Kings, who in turn jumped on a track and eventually introduced Stack Styles to his current manager, Andy Kane. This connection would ultimately result in Stack securing a deal with Suburban Noise Records years later. Was all that pretty much correct right there?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much spot on, dude. To be honest, that's pretty spot on right there. Yeah, man, that's yeah. It was I started roadieing for Mower back in early '05. God, that's such a crazy story, man. Just like how that whole shit went down, you know?
I was gonna like that was one of my main questions. I guess we might as well get into it now. Is like how all this shit got started, bro. Like how did you even get like involved with all this stuff?
Yeah, so I was in a group called CCS Crew. Um, we kind of we were just we started in high school, man. We were in like '99, bro. We were like downloading beats off of Napster and like recording an
Oh yeah.
Iowa boombox, like on an Iowa boombox with a Radio Shack mic, like putting everything on cassette tape and just really just like freestyling, man. Like we didn't really start writing and getting serious until we actually got our own beats. And anyway, one of our members moved to Canada. He won this rap battle tournament where he ended up getting signed to Seizure Productions. He showed them our demo. We ended up getting signed as CCS Crew. We all moved to Canada in the summer of 2004, and that was how we put out our first record. We put out our first record on Seizure Productions, CCS Crew Reviving Elements. That was the name of it. And we lived in Canada, man, for 5 months, just like sleeping on the floor, like just living gnarly, bro. Like
Hell
like
yeah.
having to play rock scissors paper to see, play rock scissors paper to see who would sleep on the kitchen floor, like the hallway floor. And it was like 6 or 7 of us just piled into this small like I would say like 700 square foot apartment. Crazy, crazy times. And like everything was imported up there. So like we couldn't even afford like ramen noodles. We had to eat this stuff like Mr. Skinny Noodle. And it was just like haggard, bro. But we like ended up putting out the first record, and we were up there for like 5 months, dude. Like just trying to get any job we could under the table, because like we were living up there illegally, man. Like we weren't even supposed to
Oh
be
yeah.
up there. I don't even think for like I don't even know. We just we had we were up there like outstaying our welcome basically, and fucking trying to get jobs under the table to like eat, and
Fuck yeah.
but anyway, we ended up getting and putting out the record and getting the website up, and we moved back to Tucson. And when we did that, we started working on the second record, and my boy Joe Wobbly Pop passed away. It was like some super sad stuff, and like he ended up, it was, dude. He ended up like passing out. And he passed away, dude, in his sleep, and he was only like 19. And it was like right, I want to say in February or March of '05 when that happened. And I like this was like 2 or 3 weeks after he passed away, and I just had found out about a King Spade mower show in Tucson at the Rock like last minute, and nobody knew about it. Nobody had heard about it, probably because so much was going on at that time with all of us. And so like I had heard about it last minute, and back in the day, like everybody would pull up at the Cottonmouth King shows. It was like everybody would be in the parking lot. It was like tailgating, like people would be in the parking lot at like noon, 1 o'clock. The bus would pull up, and like everybody would smoke out with the Kings and stuff. So I went to this show, King Spade Mower, thinking it was going to be like that. And I show up, dude, and I'm the only one in the parking lot. There's nobody there. Like nobody showed up yet. Yeah, and like I had like all of my homies were at work and shit. Like it was just me by myself, and I had a cooler full of beer in my trunk, and I had a bunch of herb, and I was just chilling, just waiting. I was like, man, maybe the show got canceled. And then all of a sudden, this van pulls up with a trailer behind it, and it's like all spaded out, like got stickers all over it. And these guys get out of the van, and I knew it was Mower from the Fire It Up DVD, because I'd seen the Wrestle with the Pig video. Yeah, so like I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, are you guys Mower?" And they're like, "Yeah, dude." And like I was like, "Hey, I got a bunch of cold beer and fucking herb," and they fucking were like, "Thank you, God," because they were like, they were, and so we just hit it off, man. And next thing you know, they were like, "Hey, is there anything to eat around here?" I took them around the U of A, and D'Lo called Dom on the phone, and he's like, "Hey, dude, we got to do an in store. We got to do a meet and greet." And right when he called him and said this, I was driving by the place where they were going to do the meet and greet at, and like Dom's like, "Dude, we're already here." And he's like, "Who brought you there?" And he's like, "Oh, we're with this dude Stacc." And so like he's all Dustin's like, tell Stacc to go get the rest of the dudes, bring them to the spot. So I did, and we did the meet and greet, and they were just like, I was like, like they're like, "Hey man, you want to fucking help us load in tonight, and we'll get you and your homies on the show, on the guest list or whatever." So we're like, "Yeah." And next thing you know, man, we were roadieing for Mower for like multiple shows, like in Tucson, Phoenix, San Diego. That's what led to all that. And like that night, it was King Spade Mower and Subnoise Soldiers, and this is when it was like Chucky, Just Cause, Dirtball, Judge D, Bobby B. Like it was,
Wow.
it was everybody. Yeah, Big B. Like when that's when we met everybody that night, and we met Richter and Loke, and Mower ended up coming to us with that at the after party. They came over, and like my homies had a half pipe and an empty pool, and they all skated, and we hung out all night, and that's kind of what led to it. And then when we went to roadie for him in Dago, that's when they introduced us to like Saint Dog and OPM and Kevin Zinger and
Wow.
all that. And that was just like, yeah, that's how it all started for me, was just roadieing for Mower. And I was in CCS crew, and I was just showing those guys our stuff. And man, like I remember we forgot our demo. Like when we first met Zinger, we like finally got introduced to Zinger, and we forgot to bring him the demo that we wanted to give him. And I'm like, thinking everything happens for a reason, because it was just probably such a god awful demo at that time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
right.
we
Who
were just
knows?
so, yeah, dude. Like we were so amateur, man. And like we were just recording like off a 2-track mixer with like Fruity Loops like 4 and like Adobe 1.5,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, we just did everything in house, man, back then. And that all that right there led to us meeting Chucky Chuck. We hit it off really good with Chuck. And I ran into Chuck and Esther at like a show. I want to say it was a Cottonmouth King show in Phoenix, and at the marquee, they were just chilling in the crowd. And I was like, dude, I got this track I want to get you on. He was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. And we worked it out, and we got him on this track called the Bombay. And that track, when we got him on the Bombay, we that was on the Lyrical Bartender CD, and that led to us doing a song on the Mental Currency CD, which was oh man, I can't think of the name of it right now. Uh, from the AZ CCS Keep Rocking. In fact, I can't remember what it is, but uh, we did another song with Chuck, and that's the album that Daddy X got on, and it was the Southwest Anthem was the name of the song that Brad got on. Because all of this just led to was just like a chain reaction. Like one thing led to another, and
yeah.
then Daddy X was like, "Hey man, do you know? Have you heard of Andy Kane?" And I was just like, "That sounds familiar." And he's like, "Have you heard of Cali Connect?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, Cali Connect, West Coast thing, man, with Richter." I was like, "I heard that on like the Nug of the Week," and this was like, now we're fast forward to like now we're in like 2010, 2011. That's when Brad jumped on the Mental Currency album, the CCS album, and uh, it was I want to say it was the Chaos and Chronic tour, man, with Twisted and Cottonmouth Kings, and Daddy X
No
brought us
shit.
up on the tour bus, man. Yeah, Daddy X brought me and my boy Crooked up on the tour bus, and that's when he was like, "Yo, come to the show in Phoenix tomorrow. I'm gonna introduce you to Cali Connect's manager." And he was like, we're not Suburban Noize, we're not really signing anybody right now, but if we were to sign anybody, it would be Cali Connect or CCS Crew. And
Damn.
Brad was talking about putting us on he was going to put us on a tour with DGAF and Potluck. And
No
that
shit.
and we were going to go on tour with DGAF and Potluck, and then all of a sudden it was like that's when all of a sudden, like, everything just went to chaos. It was like the whole,
Oh yeah.
SRH, the UFM SRH, the split,
Yeah, yeah.
and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what had happened. And we just we're trying to stay in touch with everybody and stay cool with everybody, and just trying to figure out what was really going on. And we all know what happened there, like as time went on.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's fucking
So
wild, dude.
so
God
yeah,
damn.
man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy because like it was always since I was 15 years old, man. Like you can ask all my homies, man, that I grew up with and shit. Like we were so into this music stuff, and everybody was into it. We all had these different phases, man. Like one, my homies were into psychopathic. I was into psychopathic, but not as much as they were. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they had all the ICP CDs and like strangulation and all like the shockumentary, like all that shit. And uh, I, I started to get into the sub noise thing, but man, we were listening to like Living Legends and Def Jux and Rhyme Sayers and just all these different, and like Brother Lynch and like Bay Area shit, like all kinds of stuff, man, from just all over the place. So I didn't really get into. I got into Suburban Noise Records. I remember I went and bought High Society in like 2000, and then that album got me so into him. That's how I found out. Like I was like, oh man, there's Suburban Noise Records, and
Oh
there's
fuck
this
yeah.
whole other thing, and that's where I started getting like Grand Vernaculars albums
Yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
Two Rudes albums, and like I was
Yeah.
like specially ordering that stuff. And
Yeah,
so like I
man.
went
Yeah.
way back, man. I was a huge fan, and I used to tell all my homies like I was like, man, I want to get signed to Suburban Noise Records. I want CCS Crew. to be signed to Suburban Noise Records. Like that was my dream and like my goal was, it wasn't everybody else was like, they wanted to be in Def Jux or they wanted to be or Def Jam or rock, or like Rockefeller or Bad Boy or like Aftermath. Like I always wanted to be in Suburban Noise Records. That was
Fuck
my
yeah.
goal and my dream. And so yeah, for it, to everything to go down the way it did, and like I remember in like from like 2016 to 2019, man, I thought SRH and Sub Noise was done and it was closed, and I just didn't. I was like, man, I guess that dream's not gonna happen. And then boom, it came back. And 2019, they did the SRH Fest, and there was that contest. And, like I entered that contest to try to play that, and like, oh man, it was crazy. Shouts out to Ernie D, man. Like Ernie D and Kyle Smith, they won that shit. And yeah, just one thing led to another, bro. And then I did the Hemp Store tour with Chucky Chuck, and
Oh,
and
nice.
that was super dope because we kind of we got to know each other better and really rekindle, catch up on all these years that we hadn't hung out and shit. So that Hemp Store tour was really dope, and was crucial in so many ways, because it's like, that led me and Chuck to do Back to the Hotel with Richter, and then Back to the Hotel with Richter, yeah, man, and then all that led into the King Click, and then us doing the Underground Alliance tour with King Click and Blade.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's so crazy how everything just kind of came full circle,
Yeah, you're telling me, man.
It's weird, man. It's like it's like I put it out there in the universe. It's like I manifested this crazy. So I used to tell people, I was like, watch, I'm gonna get signed to Suburban Noise. It only took me 20 years, but here I am, dude.
I mean, it's fucking tight that like not only are you signed now or whatever, but like it's very cool how you're fucking with Johnny Richter. It's an increasingly rare thing to tour or make music with Johnny Richter. I feel, and that's not even, and also having Swamp in the mix. Like it's like on the Underground Alliance tour, I was like, holy shit, man, this is like, where else are you going to see a lineup like this? It's insane. How'd Swamp come into the mix?
Yeah, man, that's crazy, dude. The legendary DJ Swamp, man.
Yeah.
It's so dope. It's so dope how he came into the mix because the way of that whole went down to Underground Alliance tour, I believe DJ Product was supposed to DJ the Underground Alliance tour first, and I can't remember what happened, but yeah, anyway, something went down to where Swamp took DJ Product's place and came into the mix. And I remember, I don't even know exactly what happened, but I remember Chucky called me, and Chuck was like, bro, he's like, guess who we got to DJ for King Click for the tour? And I was just like, who, dude? And he's like, DJ Swamp. And I was like, no way. And he's all, you know who he is? And I was like, yeah, dude. I was all 1996 DMC champion. I was like, Beck's old DJ. And he's all, dude, hell yeah, dude. He's like, he's all, I've told people, and some people didn't know who he was. He's like, I'm so glad you know who he was. And I was like, yeah, bro, that dude's a legend, dog. Like, he's been on all kinds of stuff, like MTV, Grammy Awards, Saturday Night Live, like, and like some of this stuff I didn't even know, like, until like, we got on tour and I just started talking to him, and I'm just like, wow, dude, these stories are just legendary, man. Like, dude's toured all over the world, all over Japan, Australia, like Europe, with Beck, with Ministry. It just yeah, bro, his resume is super impressive. So it's like for him to like now, like in that all that Underground Alliance tour and the King Click, like now it's like he's DJing for Stacc Styles, and it's super dope because I couldn't be more stoked
Hell
and like
yeah.
more like grateful and thankful, because it's just kind of crazy how it all worked out, you know. Because he was gonna keep DJing for the King Click, man. They had their thing going, dude. Like, when we were out there on the road, um, they got their shit down, and then they still did a couple of shows after the Underground Alliance tour. So I'm pretty sure he was gonna keep rolling with the King Click. So it's just kind of crazy how everything went down, and
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
and and
I
here
thought
we
for
are.
sure
You know what
too.
I'm saying?
I'm sorry, man. They're telling me in the chat that something's really loud. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Um, I'm hoping
Okay,
everything
cool.
recorded
Maybe
okay, but let me see here. Let me make sure I fix that real quick. Whatever it is.
I turned down my volume a little bit. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll
like
help.
they're saying it's something in the background or there was music playing. I think maybe I don't have any music playing. That's the weird thing. So must be something
I
going
don't
on in the
either.
background or something.
Hold on, let me see if
If
I got.
if there's anything, it's on my end. It must
Okay.
have been a track playing that's not coming up on my headphones or something stupid like that. So let me make sure. Okay, I think we're good now. If I'm not mistaken, we should be good
All
to go.
right.
But yeah, dude, that's the crazy
Cool,
thing
man.
because I didn't even know Swamp was gonna be there. And like, and then I guess I just didn't pay attention. I don't know, but whenever I got there in Houston, when I saw you dudes, I was like, holy shit! Like, is that's like the DJ Swamp?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
now that I think about it, like he wasn't really advertised or announced on anything on that. I think,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, now that I think about it, he really wasn't advertised too much or announced too much, like on that thing. I think he just kind of jumped in last minute and got the gig.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but
Um,
I'm glad he did. Shit, I'm glad he did, man. It all worked out, and it's like
yeah,
we
dude, that
we
was
we
tight.
we work together. We work together really well, and man, like you got to come out. Like I can't wait to get another tour or some shows going, man. Because like it's a totally different experience for me because me and Swamp put on a completely different show than I've ever done before. So like, it's
Yeah,
nothing like what you saw me on Underground Alliance. It's like a
no
totally new
shit.
experience. Yeah, totally new experience, dude. And we incorporate a lot of different stuff. Like me and Swamp kind of go back and forth. So it's like just a lot of cool shit that we're doing. It's way more of like an actual performance, and it's just exciting, man. You got to come out and see it. There's a lot of magic to
Yeah.
it. We do a lot of cool shit. We do a lot of cool shit. So
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
dude! I can't wait for that shit. And they're telling me that it was the "Leave with a King" track that kept randomly playing. I hope that didn't ruin everything, but hey, at least it was one of the tracks that you put out there, right? I don't know. I don't know why it was playing, but
Uh,
in the background. But
the
yeah.
new
Sorry
the
about
Leave of
that.
the King single. Yeah, that was no, that's all good. I couldn't hear it, so
Yeah, me neither. That's the weird thing. That was my bad. I'm really hoping that didn't screw up too much of the interview there. Shit. But yeah, man. Like I said, thanks for joining me on my little fucking raggedy ass little channel.
no, you're
We're
good.
make
Hey, man, we got to do it again. We got to
Yeah,
do it
yeah, for
again, and
sure.
like when you get set up or I get set up, we'll do a video one, or
Oh yeah, yeah,
hopefully, we'll, hopefully we'll get down to Texas, man, and we could just do one like in the studio with you somewhere. I don't know if like there's
yeah.
a
That'd be
place
tight.
we could do it at, because yeah, it'd be dope, man. Me, you, and Swamp doing like a live stream in person. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, for sure. We definitely gotta
And
do
that
that.
way you
Like
could get.
I bring my shit with me everywhere, so we'll definitely do that. And we can set up a live video too, recording sometime. It was just tonight everything was a little sketchy for me out here. It's silly out here, man.
Yeah. No, I
um,
hear you, man. I'm in the same boat. I'm up in the mountains, and it's like,
yeah,
I'm waiting on certain things to like get set up because there's a lot more stuff I need to do up here in general. So it's like like there were some lights that were supposed to show up that I didn't get for for the last
yeah.
live that I did. So
Oh, dude,
it
yeah,
happens, man.
yeah.
It's all good. Like
We're in similar boats for
one of
sure.
these. All right, cool.
So I believe
So
in your last stream, dude, you said that the new album I believe was called "Live Your Best Life" or something along those lines,
yes, yeah.
right?
The album's called Live Your Best Life.
Right on, man. Can you tell us anything about that? I know it's about to come out pretty soon, correct?
Yeah. Well, it should, if all goes well, it should be dropping this summer. We're hoping it might even
So,
drop late spring, like in May, but it's looking more like it's going to be June or July at this point. Um, we don't have an official release date yet, but we should real soon. Like any day now,
fuck yeah.
we should have an official release date, and any day now. I would say probably in the next week or two, uh, the pre-order packages will start,
Hell yeah.
and that's
That's,
super, yeah, and that's super dope because it's going to be on Suburban Noise Records. It's going to be through them. Like they, I don't know if you know, but like they got, there's two different websites now. So there's
oh,
like
okay. Yeah, yeah.
SRH.com, and then there's like the Sub Noise store. Um, I believe that all websites, wherever you go, if you go to dopeshoprecords.com, stackstyles.com, anywhere you go, you'll be able to click a link to take you to the pre-order.
Right on.
So
And
that
you
so
did
that'll
say it
be
was going to
cool.
be on vinyl, right?
Yes, yes. This will be
Fuck
my
yeah.
first. This is my third full length album. This is the follow up to Inside the Ride and Mr. Purple.
Hell yeah.
So it's the third full length album, but it's my first release on vinyl,
Dude,
and
that's fucking awesome.
I'm super stoked about it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
like
dude.
we're gonna do,
That's tight.
yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff with it. We're gonna like, I think the first 100 copies are gonna be numbered and signed. Like I'm gonna sign the first 100 copies, and I believe they're gonna be numbered, and they're gonna have like a certificate of authenticity,
Fuck
like
yeah.
some kind of, yeah. So like it's gonna be really cool for like, for the first like 100 people that cop it. All right. I believe it's something like that. I don't know all the stuff yet. We're still like
Yeah.
working out all the details, and it's like we've been working on this thing every day for weeks now, just because it's like there's so many different moving components that are happening and going on. But yeah, I think everybody's going to be super stoked because it's like we have a CD, we have a vinyl. We're going to have these limited edition shirts, these T-shirts that are going to be super sick. And
Fuck
then
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have some really dope hats too. And then we might have more than that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still waiting on all the details, but we're getting real close. We're getting real close to the pre-order package dropping and everything being revealed. And I believe, I'm sure when the pre-order packages drop, and all that, I'm sure that the track list, the official track list, will come out so everybody can
oh
see
yeah.
what's what the album looks like and who all the features are and all that stuff like that. I don't want to give it all away. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we're almost at the finish line here. So
Fuck yeah. Oh no, we're all waiting for that shit. And dude, yeah, you got that merch game on lock, man. You got some fresh ass gear over there. Everybody
oh,
go check
thanks,
all that
bro.
shit out next. Yeah, dude, and that's cool as fuck cuz like it's one thing to be signed to Sub Noise and get this rollout and work with some of your idols, these legends and whatnot. But like to get your shit on vinyl from Sub Noise, like that's a step up in my opinion. Like that's badass. Like I am there with that.
Yeah,
That's one
hell
way to
yeah,
make
man.
sure. Like that's the way to make sure that I buy music is they put it on vinyl. I'm definitely gonna get it. So I'm gonna be one of those first 100, man.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, bro. I love to hear that stuff because like I've had so many people asking me for so many years, like, dude, when are you gonna put out a vinyl? Like you should put Inside the Ride out on vinyl. You should put Mr. Purple out on vinyl. And I wanted to do it. I tried so hard to do it,
oh
and
yeah.
it was like I kept getting met with resistance because here was the problem. The problem was is that every place that I went to press the vinyl, they were like, if you like, if you want this to just be on a single vinyl, like side A, side B, you're gonna have to take tracks off. And everybody
Oh
time I'd
yeah.
ask the fans were like, no, dude, you can't take tracks off of it. Like it's gotta be the whole thing. So I
Yeah.
was like,
It's a
well,
tricky
that means I
game.
gotta do it. That means I gotta do a double vinyl, right?
Yeah.
And so like it just never worked out. It was like it was too expensive for like the run that I wanted to do, It was like I could have done it. I really actually up until um there was a place in Tucson that was down, but they didn't want to do the double. They wanted to just do a single. They didn't really want to mess with it. And
Damn.
I can't remember the name. I can't remember who it was. But Swamp introduced me to these dudes up in Detroit, and that's where like he gets his vinyls done. And man, those that was crazy, man, because it was like this old school spot up in Detroit. It's on one of my uh, vlogs. I think it's the one where we went to Chad Muska's.
Oh
We
no
went to
shit. I
Chad
never saw
Muska's
that one.
farm up in Ohio.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. It's if you go to the Stacc Styles, yeah, go to the Stacc Styles YouTube and just check out my uploads. Like, look at my uploads,
Yeah.
and I think there's like one. It's like it just says Chad Muska's farm. That's what it's
Oh
titled.
shit.
And
I've seen a few of them. I
like
somehow
yeah,
missed
and
that
at
one.
the end. Yeah, yeah. If you watch that one, like it's pretty long, but it's pretty cool because it's like Chad Muska gives us a whole tour of his farm and like his house and shit, and like and it's super rad, dude. It's really cool, man. Like he's got it on lock out there. I love that dude. And and then like right after when we leave there, man, we drove to Detroit and like Swamp gives us the whole tour of like his record, the where he gets all his records like pressed at and everything. We go through the factory and stuff. It's pretty dope. It's pretty
Right
dope. And
on.
like and
Yeah.
those dudes were down. Like they said they don't take on new customers, but they were down to take me on as a customer. So yeah, like I'm not. I don't think we're gonna go. It's so funny because it's like I say that. And I don't think we're actually going through them for this record, um,
Yeah.
but but it's all good. It's great to have connections like that, and like that's another reason, man, why it's just so dope working with DJ Swamp because it's like the dude knows so many people and has so many dope connections, and like
Yeah,
he's got
man.
so much experience. He's got so much experience and knowledge, and he's just one of if not the dopest DJ in the world. Like so,
Fuck
like
yeah, yeah, for
it's just
sure.
yeah, man, super super cool to be working with him, and like he did a bunch of scratches on the new record, and like he like busted out an old school talk box, and like did a talk
Oh,
box on one
nice.
of my
Fuck yeah.
songs on the record. Yeah, bro, like it was super rad, man. Like, dude, I like I said, I'm really stoked for everybody to hear it, man. Live your best life. It's a real positive. I mean, there is some songs on there, like I said, that are like kind of like it's like for the underdogs, and I'm telling people, when I was down and out and like slept in my car and like just all the bad stuff that happened to me, but how I like came up and like still somehow there was a light at the end of the tunnel and I worked through that shit. And that's really what the album's about. It's like it's like it's not me living my best life. It's like, yo, live your best life, like no matter how hard it gets, or like these last 4 years have been super super rough on a lot of people. So, and a lot of negative shit out there, so it's like I wanted to put something out that like people could really vibe to, have a good time to, and just like live for today, forget about tomorrow.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, that's nice. It's always nice to see some positive shit out there. Like even so, even the like "Leave with the King,"
Yeah,
like
yeah,
even
no,
that
for
track,
sure,
it's like a
man, for
fun
sure. Like
track, you know.
I
um, yeah,
yeah,
I was saying as far as "Leave with the King," like that's a
no,
pretty
Leave with the
fun,
King,
like
man. That's like
yeah.
kind of like what. Oh, so you broke up right there. What was up? What's up?
Sorry, man. It's breaking up a little bit. Give me 1 sec. It should
Yo,
come
you
back.
still there?
Yeah, yeah. Hold up. 1 second.
All right, cool. I was just
Shit.
seeing if you were still there. I was gonna.
Yeah, I'm still here, man. It's just
I was
it's a
gonna
little
tell you
wonky
about the
right
lead
now.
with the king.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that. It
Okay.
it broke up. It broke up a little bit.
No, you're all good. Is it good to go now?
Yeah, yeah. We should be good.
So the lead with the king track, bro. Like this was back in like 2022. We were on the Underground Alliance tour. It was me, Chucky, Richter, Blaze, Jay Villain, DVST, Jers, DJ Looney. Shouts out to all those dudes. Um, and we were it was like we were in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It was like the last night of tour, and I told Richter, I was like, "Yo, I got a couple of tracks, man, that I want to get you on," and like one of them was a reggae track, and like that's the one I wanted him on. Was like this, like I wanted to do some like sunrise session shit. And I was like, yo, like this is what I want to do, man. Like I got an idea. It's like I definitely want to get you on it, maybe get Dog Boy on it, but definitely get you on it, you know. And this was back in 2022, so this is like, still, King Click was still, a thing. It was still Chucky and Richter. And I was telling Chucky, I was like, yo, man, I want to get you guys on this other track too that I got. It's called Leave with the King. We already had a hook. My homie,
Fuck
me and
yeah.
my homie Tyler, had already written the hook and already laid it down in Tucson, and we just had this shit just chilling for a while, like probably for like a year or two. It was that old, and so anyway, long story short, we I had to take, like, Richter was like, "Yo, man, could you like take my weights and my dartboard?" Like he had a bunch of shit with him on the tour, and I was like, "Yo, man, if I'm taking all this stuff back, like you're definitely laying one of these collabs down, bro." Like, and he was like, "All right, all
Hell
right."
yeah.
So we made it. We had a deal, and so anyway, he hits me up like months later, and he's like, "Yo, I'm not." He's like, "I'm not feeling this reggae one." He's like, "I want." He's like, "Let's do a banger. I want a banger. I want something heavy." So I sent him Leave with the King, and I think I'd already sent it to him, but I sent it to him again. And like I was like, "Dude, peep this one again or whatever." And like, so he hits me back, and he's all, "Bro, that's the one." He was like, "That's it.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
one." And so I was like, "All right, cool." And I had already written my verse and recorded it, and it took like 7 or 8 months, bro. And we finally got Richter to do it. I can't remember. It was like, it's like he like did the he like recorded the verse, and we did the video, and then he ended up re-recording the verse with Swamp. And but this was all like over a year ago when
Oh
we did
wow.
all that, the video and everything. Yeah, dude. So
No
like,
shit.
you know, like yeah, man. I'm just being, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being
Yeah.
honest, man. That's when it all went down. That's when it all happened. So
That's
uh
badass.
it just took that long because in that time when we did that, we were shooting all these other music videos, and we were recording the record, and filming in the studio, and filming the recording process of the record, and then I was going back and forth from New Mexico to LA like constantly, and me going to Suburban Noise Records office, meeting with them, and just trying to figure out what we were going to do, and if we were going to work out a deal, and
Yeah.
and next thing you know, like it took a while. Took a while. It was kind of like, it was like sitting here going like, what's gonna happen? Like, is this, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this? Like, oh man, I was kind of on pins and needles. But then I got the call, and I believe it was, I want to say it was it was like Friday the 13th. I think it was like September 13th, October 13th. I think it was Friday the 13th. I got the call, and I believe that's when they sent over the contract. And then I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I signed the deal on my wife's birthday.
Oh
Shouts
nice.
out to
Fucking A.
shouts out to my wife. But yeah, I signed the deal on my wife's birthday on October 24th. And that was it, man. And then that was when we started,
Dude, that's awesome.
we'd already come up, yeah, man, and we had already come up with those vignettes, and I had been dropping clues all year, man. I had been dropping all these different clues, with like these different cards that were, like a heart and a spade and a diamond, and I had like, oh man, I was doing all kinds of cool shit. Like, and it was,
Fuck
some
yeah.
people caught on to it, and we're like, some people caught on to it. We're like, oh, something's going on here, but it was really cool because it was like, it was just like this whole reveal, this whole build up, like. And when Suburban Noise started putting it out on their end and on their page, I mean, I was reading the comments, dude, and like people were like, "Oh, it's dude, Daddy X is coming back. It's Daddy X. Oh, it's fucking." It's King Spade, it's King Spade, it's Cottonmouth,
Yep.
like, and I was like, oh God, I was like, I was like, man, dude, I was like, this is crazy, but it's really cool, man, because it's like I got love and respect for all those dudes, and like,
Yeah.
it's really a dream come true to be working with all these guys, and like,
Oh yeah, I bet.
everybody's gonna, I think anybody who's a fan of SRH and Suburban Noise like I am, dude, like I think you're gonna love this record, like, cause it's like it's got a little bit of everything. It's got so many different like styles and genres on it, and it's got all these dope features from sub noise artists. So it's really cool, man. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg. This is, this album. Um, I got a lot more things that I'm working on, like just everything that went down, the way it went down. Like I got a bunch of different tracks with a bunch of different artists, man. I got so many tracks right now. It's like I couldn't fit all of them onto this record. So
Right
so
on.
I don't want to reveal too much, but that'll tell you
Yeah,
something
yeah.
right there.
Nah, dude, that's the shit. That's fucking crazy. And like, it's crazy to think like, there's obviously you being a fan. Obviously, like back in the day, there was just like a certain kind of feel whenever you have a sub noise product or a music video. There was a certain kind of vibe in the air that I of course after
Yeah.
everything happened, obviously that faded out and it was a little hard to come back by, hard to get back. And I've been seeing like pretty big hints of that feeling coming back, not only with sub noise, but with what's happening with Cottonmouth Kings right now as well. And so, like having you involved
Yeah,
with this,
dude.
who knows, who firsthand what that feeling is and what it was as a fan, and you've gone through all of it, you've been
Yes.
there, and now here you are putting out your first album. I mean, it's pretty exciting to think how when we're talking about those vibes and everything, it's crazy. Like that's
Absolutely.
my biggest thing. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to offer sub noise, not really what they
Yeah.
had to offer you. You know what I mean?
Right. No, no. I want to. It's so dope that you're saying that, man. Because like, there's so many different things that I wanted to do and bring to the table. One of the things, and shouts out to Andy Kane, man. Fucking, but one of the things
Yeah.
that we wanted to do, that we wanted to change up for my releases, I was like, you know what? Like, I was like, I love the digipacks. I was like, but I wanted to go back to the old school jewel case, and I wanted to
Oh hell yeah.
have I wanted to have a booklet, like, like the old school booklets that came out, like, so it's like a poster on one side, and like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah.
so that's what I did. That's what this
Fuck
album's
yeah.
gonna be, I really wanted to take it back to the old school, and like you said, like that old school vibe. When I used to go into the record stores and like buy these CDs and everything, it's like I loved cracking open, just like, just the
Yeah.
look of them, the smell of them, dude, like the fucking,
For
and it was
sure.
just like all the artwork and everything that went into just the cases
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
booklet and the covers. Yeah, I love that shit, man. I love the physical vinyls and the physical
Yes. Me
CDs. So
too.
like, yeah, so I really focused on that. Like that was a really a key part of me. Like, when I got signed, I was like, yo, like let's really make sure that, I want to do it this way. This is how I want to do it,
Yeah.
and like yeah, like you said, like Big B, it's like Big B's got a new
Fuck
record,
yeah.
and it's like
Hell
it
yeah.
looks like he's dropping, and so I'm like, damn, I was like, you got a new Stack Styles record with some sub noise heavyweights on it, and then you got a fucking new Big B record. What?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's
so
fucking
things are
tight. Yeah.
happening. Yeah, man. And
Things are
like, dude, I
happening
know
indeed.
things are happening, bro. And Mad Child, I know he's working on a new album. I think it's done or almost done.
Nice.
Um, I know that there's like some new Swollen tracks that they're dropping.
Oh, cool, cool.
Um, yeah, man. So like, it's just really exciting times, dude. Like Suburban Noise Records, SRH. It's like super, super dope because it really has that feel to it. It has that I was telling Jarrett from Head PE this when I was on tour with him. I was like, it's that nostalgia. And it's like I feel
Yeah.
like it's really coming back for Cottonmouth Kings and for Head PE, and
Yeah.
for SRH and Suburban Noise, man, because it's like, fucking we all grew up with this shit. and we love this shit and eat, sleep, and breathe it, man. And it's like,
Yeah,
people our age have kids. They're showing their kids are growing up, and they're showing them this stuff, and it's like it's kind of like it's like growing again,
for sure.
and it's just super cool to see it, man. It's super cool to see it. It's I'm just super thankful and grateful to be a part of it, and it's
Oh,
just a
most
blessing,
definitely. Yeah.
like a dream come true to be to be working with all these guys, man. I went down, I did the Ritz show on Halloween. I played with Ritz on Halloween, and the day after that, I drove all the way to my house and then all the way to Denver, and got to Denver on November 2nd,
Jesus.
and met up with D-Lo, Taxman, Judge, Chuck, and chilled in the green room, smoked out with them. D-Lo brought me on stage. They all brought me on stage, and
Badass.
dude, I was smoking with them. I ended up doing like 3 songs. Me and Chuck did 2 of the DS songs, and we were gonna do another one, but there was some sound issues. They had some sound issues, and like uh, so I ended up only doing like 2 songs instead of 3. But it was so dope, man. Just getting to be up there with those dudes and performing and seeing what they're doing in the new era of Cottonmouth Kings, and like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Kakuma guy.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Me
super
too.
excited to hear the new, yeah, like, cause it's
Yeah,
just
man.
exciting times, man. It's super
It
exciting
is.
times,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and I
for
know
sure.
everybody, especially me as a fan. I'm sure you as a fan. Everybody wants to see, as many original members get back together and do shit,
Yeah.
and it's like I would love to see that too, but it's like everybody's got their thing going, and it's all good, man, because it's like
Yeah,
it's all love and positive vibes, and it's like let's just enjoy what we got. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. Yeah. And it's like, as long as everyone's kicking ass, right? Like, whatever, man.
Yeah,
It's like, if it's going to
yeah.
happen, it's going to happen. But if not, like, I mean, hey, this is pretty damn cool. Like you said, exciting times for sure.
Yeah, I
Especially
feel
with
I
fucking
feel
Kuma
like,
guy.
oh, dude, no, I know, man, and I feel like everything's everything's popping again. Everything's starting to bubble again.
Yeah.
Keeping the underground bubbling, you
For
know.
sure. Yeah.
And
Before,
I
no, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, go ahead. No, I
No, I
was
was
just
just going to
saying, man.
say,
I'm just super stoked, dude.
yeah, dude. Like, we're all pretty stoked. It was funny that you said that everyone thought Brad X was coming back, because people were hitting me up, dude. They're like, "Did you hear? Like, I think Brad X is coming back. I think KMK is getting." And by that point, I already put the pieces together. I assumed it was you. And I was just I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
say
that's what's up.
anything. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't think it's Brad X, man. But
Yeah, no, we
maybe
had a bunch
shit.
of different quotes. We had a bunch of different quotes in there, but all the quotes were from SRH and like Sub Noise, like "United is the family." I know people are
Yeah,
saying that because they're talking
yeah,
about his band
yeah,
and music, but there's a
yeah.
SRH quote where they say "United is the family," So,
So
but there was a lot of other stuff in there. There was like "Eye of the Dragon." There was a lot of different like codes in there, and like and hints and
yeah.
like Easter eggs. A lot of people thought the 313 was Big B, but the 3 was actually it's my third full length album.
Oh,
As
nice.
Stacc
Yeah,
Styles, like the
yeah.
third full
Makes
length solo,
sense.
and the 13 was is actually it's my 13th like album total, like with CCS Crew and everything. So the 313 was like like some people got it, some people didn't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it had some other meanings too. You know what I'm saying? Like there still might be something that drops on March 13th. I'm not gonna say if that's the date or not.
That'd be tight.
But yeah, so just that's my thing is just everybody stay tuned because there's so much stuff
Oh yeah.
coming. There's so much like new music, new merch. Um, it's just awesome, man. It's super dope times.
Yeah, man. So we'll wrap it up here in a bit. I just have a few more things I wanted to run by you. But
Yeah, no
before
problem.
we get to that, I just want to let everyone know that if you are listening live right now and you hit me up on Instagram, I will shoot you over some. I got some SRH stickers and like some Staunch TV shit. I can send you some pins and whatnot, and I'll get them to you for free just for hanging out with us tonight and checking it out. You just got to hit me up on Instagram, and also this is kind of like a start of I'm trying to do more interviews and whatnot. People keep asking me, so I'm very happy we got Stacc on. But of course, we have some more coming up. On the 24th, we're gonna have the DRP on. We're gonna be talking to him about all kinds of shit. People always want me to talk to him about Primer 55 and his days in that band. So we're gonna have DRP on here soon, and I have a few more lined up. I'm just not sure who's coming up next. So we'll save that. I know I've been talking to Scum about coming on and chatting it up. I'm trying to get Insane Poetry on and whatnot. And I'd like to talk to DJ Swamp as well eventually. That'd be tight. But so, guys, well, everyone stay tuned with that as far as the channel goes, and hit me up for some free shit right now over on Instagram. But yeah, dude, yeah, Stacc, I appreciate you hanging out, man. We don't have too much longer to go. There's like a few kind of
No, you're
personal
good.
things I wanted to ask you about. Um,
Yeah, no problem, man.
so I mean, obviously, like, doing new music with Richter, that's the shit. It's always good to see that, dude. But I was pretty excited to hear that on your live stream with Swamp that you said you got some stuff coming out with KMK as well. Can you tell us a little bit about anything about that?
Yeah, well, okay, so check this out. I got okay, so this is crazy. So when I was out there when we did the show November 2nd, so originally we were gonna put Back to the Hotel on the Live Your Best Life album.
Uh huh.
And we decided we weren't gonna do that just based on there was a lot of reasons. We were kind of going back and forth, and we decided that we're just not going to do it. We're like, we were like, let's just do something else. Let's do a new one. So I sent I had one of this like reggae bangers. It's like a reggae hip hop banger. Another
Oh
one,
fuck yeah.
different one from Richter. Um, uh, and so I sent that over to Chuck, and I was telling Chucky, I was like, yeah, dude, that one I sent you, I was like, I want to get you and Loke on that. And so they were down. They were like, yeah, let's do that. We're down to get on that one. And then I had sent Loke another one uh, called Knife Rips that we're
Oh
working on.
nice. Fuck
And
yeah.
and yeah. And so I sent him that, and or maybe no, maybe it was a different one. I can't remember. So so like anyway, I sent Loke. Regardless, I sent Loke one to just get in on solo, and then I sent one to him and Chuck to get on together. And then when I talked to Chucky, he was like, "Yo, you should get Judge on that too."
Fuck
Because he's
yeah.
like he would sound good on the reggae one, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do that. So so I'm down. I was just waiting on that, but Loke and Judge said they were working on their studio, and I know
Oh
they were
nice.
like yeah, they were putting together a studio down in SoCal,
Right
and
on.
they were just we were just waiting on that. Yeah, we were just waiting on that, and we were trying to get those songs finished, right? We were trying to get those songs done and finished, but what ended up happening was me and Chucky ended up doing this other one and finishing that, and that is what made it onto the record. So
Oh shit.
so yeah, so I kind of gave that one away, but I mean we already kind of said that. I mean
Yeah.
I think in the initial press release, they said Chucky was on it. So that's what yeah. So me and Chucky have a song called DGAF Nonstop,
Fuck yeah.
and it's on Live Your Best Life, and we're gonna shoot a video to that. It's gonna be super super sick, and then the other songs, we're just waiting to I either need to go down there and we just all need to get together and knock it out somewhere,
Yeah.
or they might have already knocked it out. I know the last time I talked to Chuck, he was saying that they had already written to one of those reggae ones. So I think we're good to go, man. Like
Fuck
that's
yeah, dude.
basically where we're at, and I like I said, man, it's like an honor and a dream come true, and to be working with those dudes and getting to do anything, man. Just like songs. I'm hoping to get up on the road with those dudes as soon as possible, man. That would be super
Oh
dope. Me
man,
and DJ
that'd be
Swamp with,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, cause like I said, man, I'm super stoked to just hear the new shit. And those dudes are just super humble and super cool. Nothing but love for those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Judge D
Fucking
just
A,
had a
yeah.
baby. Congrats to
Oh
Judge.
really?
Just had a kid.
Congrats. Yeah,
Yeah,
congrats
yeah,
to Judge D. That's a shit,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm very
It's
stoked
super
on
cool.
that. Yeah, I'm stoked as hell
Yeah,
what
dude.
KMK's doing. It's tight. I'm looking forward to seeing that live.
Oh man, yeah, no, dude, me too, bro. Like I wanted to go down to Juggalo weekend, man. I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Like
bummed.
I was like, dude, I wanted to go down there so bad, dude. Like I should have been down there, man. I should have gone down there and just because it's just like, I mean, bro, I'm telling you right now, I was there on stage with them November 2nd, bro, and
Damn.
it felt good, dude. Like it was nothing but positive vibes and good times, and they were killing it, dude. They just grabbed some kid out of the crowd, bro. Like it had, and like because they had this dope ass tattoo artist there that night who was tattooing
Oh
Chucky in the green
yeah.
room. And they just grabbed a fan out of the crowd and started tattooing him on
I
stage, bro.
saw
Like
that. Yeah.
during the fucking performance. But it was like it was dope. It was dope. It was great show, man. And like the Bring the Noise tour, bro. Like
Yeah, man, I
when we were
missed
on
it.
that, man, like, bro, we had some great nights. Like Great Falls, Montana was sick. Boise, Idaho was every night was packed, dude. Like it was just like all the shows were packed, and Head P it was just murking it every night. Me and Swamp, fucking, we're doing our thing, dude. Like it
Fuck
just
yeah.
felt good, man. It's definitely probably the best tour I've ever been on, to be honest.
No shit. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
Hopefully
been
they
on a
just
whole
get
lot of
better.
tour. It was my 10th but
Yeah.
so I
Well,
haven't been
shit,
like
that's
on a
still
whole lot
badass.
of tours. But it was my 10th tour, and it was definitely out of all the tours I've been on, that was definitely the best. So hey, big shout out to fucking Head PE, dude. Jared, Trauma, Kurt, Nate, Josh, Tim, dude, all those dudes, man. Like those dudes are great, bro. Like I had such
Hell
a
yeah.
blast on that tour, man, with those dudes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing them soon. They're coming through town with Non-Point and Dropout Kings soon. So
Oh, bro, that's
yeah,
so, dude, so sick. See, that's another thing, dude. Dropout Kings.
hell
Oh
yeah,
man, dude, like there's
that shit's tight.
so you got, yeah, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Like so Dropout Kings, Head PE, Man Child, Stack Styles, Big B.
Yeah, that shit's
You
insane,
know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm not obnoxious. I mean, the list goes on, dude. Fucking everybody's firing on all cylinders, dude.
So like, I mean, you obviously you're an old school fan. That's pretty much we'll wrap it up here. But one last thing I'm always interested in is like how much like do you have any aspirations of doing like the punk rock thing with a full band and anything like that at any point? Is that something you would consider doing or have thought about doing?
Well, like some MGK shit.
You know, kind of like how just considering how you can't really like look back at the sub noise history without like that rip hop punk rock stuff. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, I thought like no, I'm just kidding, bro. Like yeah, yeah, no, I would be down, bro. Like I have already, like shit, dude, haven't fucking doing anything. Well, first off, dude, let me go back. Let me rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
I did some shit with a Fall to Break. Shouts out to a Fall to Break. If you've never checked them out, man, from
Nah.
like Craig Archdate, those dudes. Yeah, I did some stuff with them. Like I did some feature stuff with them. Animus Divine. Did some stuff with Lethal Injection. Those are
Sweet.
all bands out of Arizona. But like I mean, I always loved that shit, performing with a live band, dude. It's like it was dope, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always got like an adrenaline rush from it, like, but I mean, I do
Yeah,
anyway. Just like
for sure.
there's no better high than just being out there live on stage, man. Like it's the greatest high
Because
in
it's
the
like one of the
world, dude.
craziest
Like,
live, yeah, like one of the craziest live bands I think Subnoise ever had was Mower, you know. And so like
oh
you
yeah,
being
dude.
so close with
Oh
those dudes, like it must have been crazy. Like
yeah,
at some point
no,
you just
yeah, and like I would love to collab with Dropout Kings and Head PE,
oh
and
fuck
and
yeah,
and definitely like and definitely rap on some shit like live with them, dude. That would be amazing, dude.
that
Like I
would be
would love to
tight.
do
Yeah,
that. But like right now, man, like I just want to do two turntables and a microphone. I'm like super
fuck yeah,
focused on that. Like,
hell
yeah,
yeah,
dude,
man.
like I'm just so stoked on keeping it like this old school vibe. and it's just like real
Yeah,
hip
yeah.
hop. You know what I'm saying? Like real hip hop with real turntables and a real MC and just real lyricism and just putting on a show, dude. Just putting on
Fucking
an
A, man.
entertaining show. Like, I when I was growing up, going to these concerts, man, like watching Cottonmouth Kings live, dude. Like I remember seeing Cottonmouth Kings for the first time, dude. Like I didn't even think Pakalika was real. Like I
Yeah,
thought he was
man.
like legit, like a machine, dude, that they plugged in. I thought he was
Oh,
like a
fucking
machine
A,
they
yeah.
plugged in, bro. Like I didn't, and then I was like, holy shit! I was like, holy shit, that's a dude, that's a person. Like I just like was
Yeah.
blown away, and like that's what made me go and like buy their first record, like
Yeah, yeah, for
and or
sure.
go buy high. That's what
I
made me go buy
remember.
High Society, and then that's when I went and bought Royal Highness, and I had heard of them before that.
Yeah.
I had heard Stoners Wreaking Havoc and all that shit. But fast forward, dude, like when I would go to a Tech Nine concert, like and see him live, just like I was like, wow, dude, like nobody puts on a better live performance than Tech Nine. Like it's just insane. Like because when we were doing CCS Crew, uh, we opened up for Tech like 9 or 10 times. I've
Oh,
done
no
like
shit.
I've done 12 shows with Tech. I've done 12 shows with Tech, and every time, man, it's just like, dude, it's just his live shows are just incredible. The guy's amazing. So, like I just now I feel like with DJ Swamp and what me and DJ Swamp are doing and what we're bringing to the table and the performance that we're bringing, it's just different. It's just something that's
Yeah,
next level. It's something that
that's
it's on
badass.
another level than what I was doing, a year ago, 2 years ago, and it's super dope. It's super like it's just different. It's a different energy, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
man.
just I love the way I just like the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Because it just feels like I can I can hone in more and focus more on everything that I did like I got going on. Because right now I got so many different solo tracks and so many different styles and genres that I'm like tapping into. Um, so it's really cool to experiment with all this shit and to have DJ Swamp like with all his knowledge and everything. It's just a
Fucking
super
A.
cool experience, man.
Yeah, man. We're all
Yeah,
fucking
you gotta
stoked.
gotta come to a live show, man. Anybody
Oh yeah.
listening to this shit gotta come. You gotta come to a live show.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna make sure I make my way to one of those. I've been trying to piece together a timeline here. I saw Cottonmouth Kings in, I believe it was early 2005, and Mower was on tour for them with them. So was, I think, Last Laugh, and this was in Houston at the Engine Room for number 7. I'm guessing this is like right before you jumped on and met up with Mower and the dudes. I'm guessing because you had mentioned Fire It
Um,
Up, right?
yeah. So it was right after Fire It Up
Oh,
when I
okay.
met everybody. It was like
Damn.
I
So,
remember if I remember it was like February or March of '05. So it was because I remember it was Mower, King Spade, and Subnoise Soldiers, and it was like right when the Subnoise Soldiers album had just come out, like the first one.
damn. Okay.
Yeah,
So
because
maybe
this
it
was
was.
like
It must have been right
uh,
around that same time. That's crazy, man. But the tour you were on with them was King Spade tour, correct?
oh, you mean like when I did okay, so like say that again when I was either rodeoing for what did you say exactly?
Yeah, like I'm just kind of curious if you were a roadie for Mower. Whenever I saw Mower is what I was trying to piece together. And
Oh,
whenever I
when
saw
did
him,
you see him?
I saw them. It was in 2005. They were on tour with Cottonmouth Kings, and it was for number 7. It may have been late 2004. Now that I think about it, but it was
No, if it was
right.
number 7, if it was number 7 came out in May, I think May 28th of '05.
Okay,
So
okay.
so it would have been yeah. So I started like I just roadied for Mower and AZ and SoCal. Like I just went back and forth and just roadied for him in those spots.
Oh, okay. Cool,
So
cool.
like I wasn't on that whole run, but I did roadie for him when they did that number 7, that same tour. That's when D-Loc was on the crutches.
I think when I saw him, he wasn't on the crutches yet. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember
Okay,
he
okay, so shit.
yeah,
Okay,
and
shit. Well,
and it's funny how you say it because
yeah,
I remember seeing Pakalika and like, holy shit, there's Pakalika.
yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
That's
oh
what's
god,
up. That's what's up. No, but it was around that time, dude, when we were roadieing for Mower. We just
that's so cool, man. That's fucking tight.
Yeah, we weren't doing the whole runs with them, man. Like,
Yeah,
because like we were just helping them out, and they were just like, dude, like when we rode it for them at Canes in San Diego. This is a funny ass story. Uh, uh, we were the only ones. Me and it was me, Jers, and Crooked from CCS Crew, and we were the only ones that went and got like 2 cases of beer. And Mower had like they had rented out the whole like a whole No Fear bus. You remember like the No Fear energy drink?
yeah, yeah.
They had a whole No Fear bus. And I'm almost 100% positive they had no intention of letting anybody on that bus because it was just them and like a bunch of hot chicks, dude, from from like out in San Diego. And like all that was on the was No Fear energy drinks. That's all that was in there. They had no
Oh
alcohol,
shit.
no booze, no beer, no nothing. And this was like by the time the show was over and they were signing titties and signing autographs and shit, and we had loaded up all their equipment and shit. Um, and Jers is like, well, I'm gonna drive their van. Like it was crazy. My boy Jers ended up driving their van with all their equipment. Yeah, Jers drove their van with all their equipment back to fucking Dom's house, and we followed them in the No Fear fucking bus, the No Fear party bus. We followed them, followed Jers like in the No Fear party bus with all these chicks. And I don't think they were gonna let us in the No Fear bus, but we were the only ones with beer, you know.
Oh shit.
So
Damn it.
yeah,
That's
like
fucking
everything had
classic.
closed, and they're like, "Fuck, dude." They're like, "Fuck, we don't have any fucking booze, dude." And we're like, "Oh, well, we just grabbed a couple cases." And they're like, "Oh shit." They're like, let these dudes on, the fucking bus, you know. So we ended up partying with Mower all night that night, dude. We ended up going all over San Diego, like from fucking house to house, just partying, dude, like till like the sun came up.
Fucking A.
and yeah, man, it was wild times, dude, back then. Dude. It was wild
No
times.
shit, man.
That's actually the first night. Yeah, that was the first night I met Zinger, and that's
Nice.
the first night I met the dudes from like Mix Mob and like
Oh hell yeah.
Necro from OPM, and yeah, dude, that was a crazy night at Canes. It was Canes in San Diego. That they don't even that venue's not even around anymore.
God damn. Man, that's some crazy shit, dude. I mean, dude, I can talk to you all fucking night. We'll call it quits there.
I
Maybe
know, bro.
once.
Me too, dude. I get on these rants. I get on these.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's a good thing though because there's got to be a part two. Got to be a
Oh yeah,
part two.
man. Whenever the album's out and everything, I like to do like a little listen along with with everybody and whatnot. So once I absorb it a bit, when we come back on, bro, and we'll do another round of this shit and we'll get going and we'll keep in touch either way, you know. But I definitely want to talk to you again once
Yeah.
the new music's out there and do my part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, dude. Perfect, man. No, that's dope, man. I appreciate what you do. That's dope. That's like there's somebody out there that's like keeping everybody, all the fans connected on what's going on this is like underneath the underground. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
dope. The
yeah.
whole SRH stuff. Suburban Noize Records and just everything, man, that you do with KMK and PTB, and it's just
Fucking
super
A,
dope,
man.
man.
I
Appreciate you.
appreciate that, dude.
I gotta
Yeah,
watch. I gotta watch some of your movie reviews and stuff too. You know.
yeah, dude. I'm always working on that. Next time maybe we can talk a little bit about movies and other music and shit too.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm all about like 80s and 90s like fucking flicks, bro. All the
Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are, and we never get to talk about it. So definitely, we'll do a part two, man. And we'll chat some more.
All right. Okay. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, for sure, dude. I'm down, bro. I'm down. And hopefully, we could do a video one, or
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah,
one in person, or whatever.
yeah, man. We'll definitely be in touch, and we'll get some more shit working, dude. Thanks so much, bro. Congratulations on everything, man.
Yeah, I know. Hey, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
For sure, dude. Peace out. You have a good night.
All right, man. Much love, dude. You have a good one.
Later. All right, guys. That was fun. Cool dude. I like I said, I've talked to him here and there. Just chatting online. He has been following the channel for a little while, Staunch TV, and he comments and whatnot. So that's pretty sweet. I like it whenever these people kind of track me down to figure out who I am, and I wound up following them on Facebook and whatnot. So that's interesting. So yeah, if you're watching and you liked what you heard, hit me up. Let me know. Let me try to jump in the comments here before I leave. I got to take off. We will be doing a part two. Thanks for everyone for joining me, especially Cottonmouth Kings TV and KMK Ultra, that fan page. Everyone go check out that page. There's some shit on there that still like really surprises me. Roxy W, thanks for sticking out with us. If you want some free stuff, hit me up on Instagram. I got you. I got you, girl. At least I'm assuming you're a girl. Let's see who else was with us here. KM Magic 420. Oh shit. Stacc has more to offer than we know. I agree. I'm really looking forward to that shit, man. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been fans for as long as I have, and back in the day, like things just hit different. And I'm really feeling that vibe from Stacc. It's crazy to think that in a different world, we would have been homies back when. You know? So shout out to Stacc, shout out to Zinger, shout out to KMK, Johnny Richter, and goddamn, Judge D has a little baby. There's a little baby judge out there in the world. Congratulations to you. I would still like to talk to Judge D, and I would like to interview everybody. You know what I mean? So what would really help if you guys want to see more interviews and you have a suggestion, maybe reach out to them and be like, hey, you ever thought of doing an interview with Staunch TV? Maybe you should hit them up. Maybe that'll get the seed planted in their head, because this is a small operation. I don't necessarily have anything to offer them aside from a little platform, but we're trying. We're getting it going. That being said, on the 24th we have the DRP himself joining us on the show, and I'm working on getting a lot of other names. A lot of names from the underground music scene, not necessarily just rappers, but I find it more easier and like more entertaining, more fruitful to talk to rappers. I don't know what it is. I feel like they always have such a more interesting history, interesting past, and they're able to tell the story fully because it's them doing it. It's just them out there doing it on their own. But I don't know. I will be. If you have any bands out there you think I should reach out to, let me know. I will do it. So, guys, thanks for watching. It's been fun. I'll be doing more live streams with you.